What's up, folks? We're about 20 minutes out from the spot. I wish I would have got here maybe 30 minutes sooner, but I woke up a little late. But we're gonna try and get on some fish right away at the artificial creek, and then we're gonna head to a different spot after that and do a little bit of a catch and cook. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video and stick around to the end. Thanks. Alright, I tinkled on myself a little, but I feel much better. Throwing the Rapala Countdown Elite 75 version. Looks lower than last week. This was underwater the last time I was here. It had to have been 6 inches higher. There we go. Littler guy. Probably the smallest rainbow I've seen in here, or caught in here. Oh, there he goes. Yeah, I saw a bigger one come out than that one. He's coming out after it, but he's not committing. Last time the water was a lot murkier, so I feel like that probably helped me too. Oh, this fish ate that. I was not ready for that. After sitting at this hole for a few minutes and making dozens of casts, I kept having these two bigger fish chase my lure, but neither of them would commit. I see two of them that keep coming out after it. And sometimes what I'll do, if they're not wanting to commit, I'll literally just rip this thing like as fast as I can back and forth. Sometimes that'll just get them to bite. Yep, look at that. Oh, that was another smaller one. There's two better ones in that hole. I could probably give them a few minutes, but I think the rainbow's sitting in that hole. I haven't seen a brown. I'm kind of here for browns. Oh, that was a good cast. After sitting at that hole for a few more minutes, the two bigger fish didn't want to budge, so I decided to move upstream to see if we could find some more fish. There's a little brownie. Nice. He clobbered that thing. A little brownie. Female, I think. See you, buddy. There we go. Seeing as this was my second failed net job out of 4 fish, I definitely need to learn to take my time going forward and handle the fish with more care. As well as the treble hooks on the 75 version, I believe, might be a little bigger. I think I need to downsize the hooks a little, especially for the smaller trout that I end up catching while on the hunt for bigger ones. I need to get a little bit better at not trying to lift them up so much. I only got 6-pound test too, so I could easily snap myself off. This looks like a nice little run. I've thought about this scenario quite a few times over the day since it's happened, and honestly I don't think I necessarily did anything wrong. I mean, the lure hit the water, you just hear a whoom, big splash. I tried to set the hook, and I either ripped it out of its mouth or he missed it initially. When I set the hook, I didn't feel any resistance, so in my mind, he should come back to bite, right? So I decided to walk upstream for about 20 minutes, and on my way back, try to hit the hole and see if he'd bite again.
I'm not sure if this guy had felt my hooks or not.
I tried going back later on before I left, and I just wasn't able to get a look at him or get him to bite again. Unfortunately, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and this time, fish won, no else fishing 0.
We'll take a couple casts off the bridge quick. That lure's gone. If I get my waders on, I can get it. We'll see. Alright, let's run back to the car and get another lure. I don't think I have another brown trout pattern in the larger size. I'm gonna have to throw a rainbow pattern or a chub. I'll throw a rainbow to start, and then if we're not getting bit as much, I'll switch it to the chub color. I will be honest though, jerkbaits are not used very often for trout, so I feel like you have a better chance using one of these than you do like a rooster tail or just one of the common trout lures. My shadow is casting across this whole side. Not great, but I think if I can get over here, I can beat the sun to the hole I really want to fish. I am just collecting stuff every time I put my lure down. Ooh. Maybe I should have went down the other side. I see a nice one right there. Yep. He came back for it, I think, after I hooked him. Nice fish. Trying to go behind the rock. Get back here. Oh, he got snagged? Oh, that's unfortunate. I didn't mean to snag him. Wow, that's a beaut too. Doesn't even technically count. I snagged him. That one bit it though. Technically didn't even eat it. I snagged him too, but I for sure saw him go after it. I think the other one did too. I think they just missed it. I got lucky or unlucky, whatever you want to call it. That is another beauty. Probably a 10, probably 11 and a half, 12 incher. Try and get him back. There she is. Let's get that out of there.
That was the last fish at this first location, but before I left, I wanted to show you guys something really cool.
Big boys. They use these to breed and get the eggs for the stockers. Wow. And they'll release them. I think they tend to release them in the winter months, although I think they kind of release a couple throughout the summer months. Here's a pool of slightly smaller ones. See, they'll go crazy over that food. Yeah, there's some of those in there, 7, 8, 9 pounds. I don't know if there's a true 10-pounder in there, although there might be. If you ask me, this is the coolest pool of them all. We've got some giant brook trouts. And it actually seems like there's a lot less in here than last time. So I don't know if they really went out and released a bunch of these or what they do with them. I'm not sure. Those are some big brookies. And so what they've done here the last few years is Iowa had one stream with original DNA brook trouts from Iowa, and they've been working on trying to preserve it. And so they were stocking brook trout from other parts of the U.S., and they finally got some, and they're breeding them and trying to repopulate Iowa with its native strain brook trout, which is really cool. Yeah, there's just probably a couple 4-pounders in there. I mean, there's double the fish last time, and they were even bigger, but that tells me some got released one way or another.
So after I fed a few of the fishies, I decided to pack up my gear and head upstream.
On to the next. I got my lure back though, so that saved me 10, 12 bucks. So I can't be mad. Caught a few fish. Saw a couple good ones and then lost a real good one. Gosh, these fall colors are so beautiful. Leaves falling, birds chirping. Nice sunny day with a cooler breeze. Can't really beat it, folks.
So as I got to the next spot, I clicked record, and turns out it was on time lapse, unfortunately, so you can kind of see me get this fish in, but it's not the greatest footage.
Well, I just got this one, and apparently I was on a time lapse, so I wonder if I'll be able to slow it down, but it's a beauty. Oh wow, this top fin is like melted together. Like it doesn't, it's so weird. There's a few of them in there, I don't know. I saw one that was bigger than the rest. Oh, this looks fucking juicy.
I ended up walking downstream a ways. Found some really good looking spots, but no fish. I saw a few small ones. They were real skittish. It was going to be midday soon, so I decided to try and get some underwater shots while I was there. Feel free to sit here for a second and enjoy the view. If not, you can go ahead and skip ahead about 45 seconds. After filming some underwater footage, I wanted to give it my first go at doing some third-person tripod filming. Although I wasn't able to catch any fish this first go at it, I decided to hit the next spot and see if we could get some more.
Alright, so I just got to the next spot, and I've never seen this many cars here. I mean, I think there's probably 10 cars. And the guys I talked to were really cool. They said, your best bet's going further up, but I don't have a big enough bag or anything to carry all my cooking stuff, so I'm gonna try and get 3 and then run back to the car and grab my stuff. And I believe they stocked it yesterday, so maybe that's why there's so many people here.
My goal for this location was to catch a few fish for lunch, and then also get my first few fish on film with the tripod. And I'm not going to show too much footage because I'll just be honest, it was a very unsuccessful mission. I was pretty relentless, fished for like 5 hours without catching a fish.
I can only go about a quarter mile up before I have to get in the water to continue. So if I cannot get 1 fish before then, I'm just gonna head to a different spot. All right, folks, plan B. We're gonna try and find a new stream. I think this is the first time in my adult life I've been skunked at this place. I've been coming here since before I can remember, and I don't know, it just ain't hitting the same, I guess. I'll see you guys at the next spot. Alright, so new game plan. I got completely skunked at the last spot. Although I think they did drop in small trout as the stockers for the winter time so they get bigger. I'm at a spot, I guess technically down from where I was just at, but more like 5 miles down. I'm sure it's already gotten hit heavy this morning. So game plan, put on the waders, see if we can get out, get 3 fish, come back, and then cook them up. Let's get the waders on and get in the water.
I did not eat fish for lunch, let me tell you. I fished for about another 2 hours. It was horrible, and the water is real low, leaves everywhere, hard to find fish, and just flat out didn't work out for me today.
Oh yeah, you can see the spring comes out right there, and it's the rest of the creek that's usually flowing is just dried out. Alrighty folks, unfortunately I was not able to deliver. Let's get in here. That was a rough day, I won't lie. Water was really low, it's really hot, really sunny. Like, I don't know if you can see, there's not a single cloud in sight, which I guess I can't complain. I got out here, we got some fish. I lost the biggest one of the day, and the biggest one I caught was snagged. Thanks for sticking around and watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, even though I wish we would have caught some more fish. See you guys. Peace.